Hi, Rick Holland here. It's September the 7th, and I'm doing a little bit of a video podcast I promised that I would show you what I'm going through with my neck thing, with the vertebrae being two bulge vertebrae and one protruding vertebrae that's pressing on a nerve. Last night was not a good night. A lot of jerking. My whole body was jerking and twitching, and didn't get a lot of sleep. Maybe got an hour's worth of sleep, but I find that with this affliction, or whatever it is, I don't sleep well during the night, so I come out here on the recliner and I sleep during the day. This love seat, it reclines. Oh, and so turning my head is not a good option today. So I've taken my pain medication a little while ago, and it's kicked in to some degree. It never kicks in to take all the pain away. It just, the best way I can describe it is it just allows you to work with the pain, to function at a higher level, if you will, with the pain. So I thought I would show you what I do, or the technical tools that I use, even though I'm in pain throughout the day, to pass the time. I'm doing this podcast on a Avado Pocket Cam, and I'll show you my little collection of stuff that just saves my mind, because my mind is going a million miles an hour, but my body is just simply not able to go on the same journey. So here I've got my trusty Toshiba notebook, and it's got a cooler, so I put that on my lap if the pain threshold will allow me to put that on my lap. But oddly enough, I found that I use this, my Motorola Superphone, to do almost all my research, because it's a one finger. I can hold it up here at an angle. I can put the love seat back and in a real comfortable position, or more comfortable than in the bed, and I can do research with one finger while I put it in an advantageous angle for me. So this has really saved me. This has allowed me to do research on my blogs and on my podcasts, and it allows me to surf the net as well if the notebook computer gets too heavy or awkward or cumbersome. And then I've got, of course, for charging my Apple devices, I've got the charging cable. This is a real savior, because until Android gets their act together and gets Netflix on my Motorola Atrix, it's coming, but it's just not there yet. I use this to watch Netflix quite often when I go to bed, or even here, because easy to hold, and I can put in the earphones, and I get a fairly good user experience out of this, even when you have to put up with pain like this. So my next one is the Apple 120 gig classic iPod that I listen to podcasts with and stuff like that. And what's really nice about the smartphone is this: wirelessly I can download books from Audible and listen to them in a reclined position. In a reclined position through the phone. I don't have to connect any wires, so extremely handy, very, very convenient. And then, of course, so I don't get up out of my chair, I've got my wireless telephone. And about a year and a half, 2 years ago, we went out and bought we built a computer that looks like a looks like a receiver box. And I'll turn the camera around so I can show you. Right there on the right-hand side is the computer. And that computer is actually hooked up to the 42-inch plasma, so I have a wireless keyboard and a wireless mouse. So if I want to watch or cruise the internet on a big screen, if I feel up to it, I can certainly do that. So this is, I thought I'd give you a little collection of what's going on, because people want to find out, people that have a lot of pain in their lives, how do they pass the time? Well, I'll tell you, my favorite device is the Motorola Atrix Superphone. I can do literally almost everything on here except type up a podcast, but I'm not doing podcasts now. This is the closest to a podcast you'll see me do for the next little while, for the next couple months. I can blog, when I have good moments. I'll have a couple of hours a day where the pain is manageable. It's not great, but it's manageable. So there I can blog, but then I go back after I blogged after a couple hours, and I say to myself, well, I blogged that? Medication makes your mind do funny things. So anyway, this is Rick Holland blogging or podcasting, video podcasting about what I do to pass the time when you've got a lot of pain and you're on medication and I'm not bored by any means at all. Okay, see you later. I'm going to go have a nap now. Bye-bye.